Alan, Shell has had its first profit warning in a very long time today. Is the new CEO kitchen sinking the numbers?
That might be a bit harsh. Ben Van Beurden probably is not willing to make guidance until he's really had a good chance to speak to shareholders properly for the first time. And I would guess that a lot of the guidance from the previous CEO will now go out the window, and we're going to get some new targets. We certainly hope so, because the reaction of the shares suggests that the market really doesn't know what Shell is guiding for, and today's numbers were much worse than most analysts expected.
Okay, in which case, what is the investment case here, and how bad were the numbers?
They missed by a fair bit. I'd say the market was looking for around $4+ billion in what Shell calls their CCS earnings adjusted, and it came out closer to 2.2 with the provisions in, so it's quite a miss. The issue now is, how do they get more capital efficiencies, basically get return on capital up. It lags, Shell lags major competitors in the United States, say Exxon and Chevron, and the investors know this, and they're irritated. They want to see more. For instance, it has lagged Exxon's and Chevron's return on invested capital for the past 5-6 years. All right. Something has to be done. What they do is another question, right? Upstream bets.
Okay, I mean, well, what is our advice to Shell here? What do they need to do?
I think they need to they need to take better bets on the upstream. They've taken some, they've missed. There was a dry hole reported today. Okay, these things happen. But they're also starting to make provisions and write-downs on some of the bets they made in U.S. shale gas, for instance. That hasn't gone so well, and other projects in China and the Ukraine. But the bigger issue, I think, is going to be refining. There's excess capacity in places like Asia for them, and in Europe. And this is a structural issue. It's going to take a long time.
Well, after that blowout in the shares, we'll have to see what happens. Thank you, Alan.